This is day 16 of the 25 days of Advent, and I'm so glad that you're joining us on this journey. You know, back in the Bible, in the book of Luke, it talks about a woman who came to Jesus as Jesus was visiting with a man by the name of Simon. And he was reclined at Simon's house, and they were probably eating. And this woman comes in, and she is so moved that Jesus is there. And so what does she start doing? This woman comes to Jesus, and with tears, she's wiping the feet of Jesus with her own tears. And she's crying, and she's wiping his feet, and she's praising him for who he is. And as they're reclining at this meal, and the disciples are like, "Why are you letting this lady do this? You know, come on, what's going on here?" Jesus is so moved by this lady and her emotion toward him that he does something that he never does before or after in a setting like this. He is so moved by her, he says this: "Your sins be forgiven." Well, it wasn't that he just went around randomly telling people that your sins are forgiven. Yeah, your sins are forgiven. Hey, no, he wasn't doing that at all. But this lady, she came and she knew who Jesus was, and she was worshiping him. And because she was worshiping him, and Jesus was so moved by her sincerity, he says, "Your sins be forgiven." She had many things, to be sure, but the one thing that she didn't have, that she could not purchase, was peace that came from her sins being forgiven. Do you have peace in your life? I think it's a question that we need to ask ourselves, because ultimately, satisfaction, fulfillment, and ultimate peace cannot be found without knowing the God that we serve and the way or the method by which we can come to him, and that is through his son Jesus. What have you done with Jesus?